think you can get started, Wendy, reading your announcement.
Yep. Okay, welcome everybody to the Bridgewater Conservation Commission. It is June 8th. The time is now 6 p.m. We have a quorum, so we're going to get started on the meeting. For the record, the members and staff present are Eileen Prisco, member, Sarah Sperber, member, Marilyn McDonald, member, myself, member, chair, and Bob Ruley, the Director of Community and Economic Development. I'll now read the governor's order. Disclosure pursuant to section 20 of chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, an act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency. This meeting of the Conservation Commission for the town of Bridgewater will be hybrid and accessible to the public through remote participation to the greatest extent possible. There will be no public attendance permitted. Citizens who wish to tune into the meeting may do so via Zoom. The link is located on the bridgewaterma.org website. Next up, we have approval of minutes, which we did not find in the packet that was sent out. So we will review those for the next meeting and approve them at that time. We'll now open for public comment. If there's anybody that is in the waiting room online that has a question for the Conservation Commission that one of us can answer, you have any concerns relative to Conservation Commission, now would be the time to comment. If you do want to comment, you can raise your hand. There is a button on Zoom somewhere that you can click to raise your hand, or you can wave at Mr. Ruley and he will introduce you.
Not seeing any.
Not seeing.
No public comment.
Okay, thank you. Next up, we have public hearings. I'm just going to run through quickly the rest of what we're doing tonight. We have under public hearings, we have new business. There's a request for determination for 20 Dundee Road. There is old business, request for determination for 683 Bedford Street, and a notice of intent for 108 Cherry Street. Then we have some Conservation Commission business. We have administrative items. There's 2 certificates of compliance, both located on Firefly Lane. And last up on tonight's agenda is the adjournment. So with that, we'll get started with the new business. It is a request for determination, 20 Dundee Road, map 98, lot 23. The applicant representative is Sandra Schwartz, Collins Civil Engineering Group, Inc. So Sarah, are you on, and would you like to share?
Actually, I'm here from David. I'm David Clennick from Collins Civil Engineering Group.
Oh, okay, great. Thanks, David.
David, would you just give your name and address, or the address for Collins, please?
Yes, my name is David Klennert. It's K-L-E-N-E-R-T. My address here is 225 South Main Street, West Bridgewater, Mass. 02379.
Thank you.
That is the address for the company. So we're here tonight to have a approval for an RDA, or a negative determination for an RDA on a septic repair. It's a pretty simple one, and if everybody has it up in front of you, I don't think I have to share the screen. You can see that the wetlands is to the south of the property, off the property line. That was delineated by Brooke Monroe.
David, could you please share it, please?
Sure.
And I need to interrupt. I'm sorry, I apologize. Did we get a legal, is there a legal ad?
Yes, the legal ad and the green cards were.
And the green cards, Bob, I didn't get those.
Yeah, I'll have to speak to Nicole.
Okay, so we did get them, though they were sent out.
They were
get them.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Can we proceed? Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. All right, David, go ahead.
Okay. I just hit share, and I'm just, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the property. It's right there on Dundee Drive. There are wetlands to the south. These wetlands were delineated by Brooke Monroe. It's shown in green. It's off the property. There's a stone wall on the back of the property, and there's pretty much a lawn area right up to the stone wall. The 50-foot is shown in the orange, and the purple is the 100-foot buffer. The existing septic system is a square, this rectangle, I'm sorry, right in here that's close to the 50-foot buffer. Now, we're going to abandon that system. The existing tank is directly behind the house, right where I'm pointing. We're going to abandon that tank. We're going to pump it and fill it with sand, and it will be decommissioned. What we're proposing inside the 100-foot buffer is a septic tank, 3-compartment, and a pump chamber. This will pump the effluent up to the proposed location, which is completely outside the 100-foot buffer. This is almost a flat. You can see that there's an elevation of 53 here and an elevation of 53 here. This is almost a flat system. And it will be very little of it will be mounted up in the front, maybe less than a half a foot. There will be a siltation fence. It will start at the back of the house, and it will surround the limit of work, which includes the tank here. It will surround the limit of work on a grassed area and go up to the west side property line outside the 100-foot buffer. Everything will be accessed through the driveway in the front of the house outside the 100. So the only work really is to install the tank and the pump chamber. The siltation fence is we're proposing an 8-inch diameter straw wattle staked in the ground. And I'll open it up for any questions.
All right, great. Thank you, David. Bob, do you have anything that you'd like to add in before commission?
No, I'm fine with it.
Okay. Commission members, anybody have any concerns, comments?
Yeah, I have a question. It's David, right? I think I've met
Yes,
him.
David.
Yeah. I did. I mean, there's definite work with inside the 100-foot buffer. So like, why not file a notice of intent? I mean, clearly it needs to be done as a repair, but I mean, for a negative determination means you're not in jurisdiction. There is definite work of putting the tank inside the 100-foot. So
normally, this is just a very small intrusion in an already disturbed area. It's already grassed. The normal procedure is that we just we file for, if it were more invasive, we would have filed for an NOI. But because the only thing we're doing in a previously disturbed area is putting a tank and a pump chamber in, we felt it okay to go with the request for determination, which we have done in the past in this town.
and it's within a grass area?
Yes, it is within a grassed area.
Okay, all right. I didn't get to look at the plan. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Marilyn. Eileen, do you have any comments, questions?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, yep. Sarah?
No, I think Marilyn kind of covered where I was gonna go.
Okay, thanks. Did Harry make it on, Bob?
No.
No, I mean, I can't see everybody's thing, so.
Okay.
Okay, and I don't have any. I mean, the work being done is in the grassed area. It's between the 50 and the 100, and the front part of the house is outside. So if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. It doesn't look like it's going to disturb, and you're going to protect. So sounds okay to me. Are there any people that are in the waiting room that are neighbors that would like to ask a question, has a concern? If so, please raise your hand, use the raise hand feature, wave at Bob.
Not seeing any.
Okay. So then, not having any more questions, not seeing anything, are we able to, what are we doing? Close the public hearing?
You need a motion to close the public hearing.
Mhm.
Motion to close the public hearing. That'd be good.
Thank you, Eileen. Second,
I will second.
thank you, Sarah. A roll call vote, Marilyn,
Aye.
Eileen,
Aye.
Sarah,
Aye.
and myself, aye. Thank you. And now, do we have a motion for a negative determination?
Motion for negative determination on 20 Dundee Road, map 98, lot 23.
Second.
Thank you. Thank you. Having a second, do we have roll call vote? Marilyn,
Aye.
Eileen?
Aye.
Sarah?
Aye.
And myself, Wendy, aye. That is all set, David.
Thank you
Thank
very
for
much.
Coming in. Yep, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, under old business, we have, first up is the request for determination for 683 Bedford Street, map 75, lot 31. Applicant representative is Dahid Durrani, Kenneth Thompson. And this is old business, so any green cards would have been, and legal ad would have been done last week.
Yes,
Okay.
Many weeks ago.
Okay. Because I haven't seen any of those yet. So we did make it out there yesterday, the lot of us, to check out the land. So who would like to speak is
Mr.
Mr.
Thompson is
Devani?
here.
Mr. Thompson.
yes, I apologize. This week, my video's not working for some reason.
Oh,
It was
boy.
working earlier, but now it doesn't work. Anyways, we were out there yesterday.
And Mr.
and-
Thompson, if you just identify yourself, name and address for the record, please.
Sure, Ken Thompson, Spring Street, Rockland. I'm the botanist. We went out and measured the 100-foot buffer zone from the existing wetland line. And I tried to demonstrate the large trees they want to take down, the shed, and the fallen trees and some stockpile material. And they're going to bring in a large tree cover. It's probably about 10, 15 trees they're going to take down. So I just wanted to demonstrate that we weren't going to be working in the 100-foot buffer. We'll place 100 stakes and caution flags along the 100-foot buffer to make sure nobody gets in there.
Mhm. All right, that sounds good. Bob, do you have any questions? Concerns?
I do not.
Okay, thank you. Commission members, anybody have anything that they want to comment or add?
I
Eileen?
think we're good when we were all out there. I mean, Ken's lime is, right there, but going around the corner, we measured it and definitely don't want trees doing any harm to anybody. So I think we're good.
Okay, yep.
I'm good.
Eileen, good. And Sarah?
Yeah, it all sounded good to me. Better
Yeah.
to have it cleaned up than making a mess.
Yeah. Ken, do you put up a fence thing or do you just flag trees like at that 100-foot so they don't go beyond it?
We'll put up some stakes and then use like yellow caution tape
Gotcha.
and run it around so they don't get into any trouble.
Yep. All right. Sounds good. Is there anybody that is online, abutters to the property, that have any questions that they would like to ask or bring up? Concerns? You can use the raise your hand or raise your hand to let Bob see you.
Not seeing any, Wendy.
All right, thank you. Not seeing any, so do we have a motion to close the public hearing on 683 Bedford?
Motion to close the hearing at 6:83.
Thank you. A second, please.
I will second.
Thank you. And having a second, a roll call vote. Eileen,
Aye.
Sarah,
Aye.
Marilyn,
Aye.
and myself, aye. Thank you. And then do we have a motion for negative determination?
Yes, motion for negative determination, 683 Bedford Street, map 75, lot 31.
Excellent, thank you. Thank you. Having a second, we'll have a roll call vote. Marilyn,
Aye.
Eileen,
Aye.
Sarah,
Aye.
and myself, Wendy, aye. Thank you kindly, Kenneth. That's all set.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
And
Ken.
Madam Chair, I'll just advise you that Mr. Bailey is joining the meeting.
Okay, great. All right, next up, under old business, we have a notice of intent, 108 Cherry Street, map 53, lot 10. Applicant representative is James McLaughlin and Silva Engineering.
Just for the record, it's map 52.
Did I not read it?
You jumped it to 53.
Oh, hallucinating numbers. Thank you. Map 52, lot 10. All right, and it's DP file number SE 116-1524. So who is in? Rebecca
Re-
from SCA.
Rebecca's here.
Hi, Rebecca from Silver Engineering here, 1615 Bedford Street in Bridgewater.
Thank you.
Last time we discussed having a site walk to review the wetland line. We did that yesterday. I believe we were all satisfied with the line where it stood, and so we are asking for the issuance of a notice of intent for the proposed garage.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yes, we all made it out yesterday. Bob, did you have any questions or concerns?
No, I appreciate the applicant's patience in allowing for, we had some members that weren't at the last meeting and there was a concern in terms of the delineation. So appreciate the applicant allowing you guys to get out there and you all making the effort to get out there. So I'm good.
Right. Yep, thank you. Any questions from commission members?
No, I just think this was a good example of, like in a botanics like Ken, sometimes we don't agree on a line and there's a second opinion when you get people out there and you run it and you do it again. So, yep. Great
Yep.
project, great job with the applicant on his patience. So everybody's good.
Yeah. And I think we kind of part of what we came to the conclusion was that back corner, like there's not going to be work done behind there. It's stuff going in it, but not work being done in the back and around it. So it won't really get disturbed also.
Yeah, and I wanted a second set of eyes where I was calling it. Again, you get different opinions sometimes. So
Sure.
very happy we were all out there and satisfied. No
Yeah.
questions. So I'm good. Any of the
Good.
other commissions?
All right. Eileen, you all said any questions, any other comments?
Nope, nope, good.
Sarah, how about you?
No, just thank you for patience and letting us go out yesterday.
Okay. Harry, I understand you're on. Do you have any comments or question, anything you want us about yesterday's?
No, I'm all set on that.
Okay. All right, good. And then is there anybody that's in the waiting room online that has any concerns, questions that they would like to ask of the commission or of Rebecca from Silver Engineering? You can raise your hand, use the raise your hand feature. You're
I do
muted.
not see any.
There we go. Okay, thank you. Having no other questions or concerns, we need to do a close. Can we close the public hearing? Do I have a motion to close? For 108 Cherry Street?
Up here. Wait, sure.
Motion to close public hearing.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second, Harry.
Thank you, Harry. And then, roll call vote, Sarah,
Aye.
Harry,
Aye.
Harry, there we go.
Aye.
And Eileen.
Aye.
Oh, and myself. Aye. Thank you. And then with that, do we have a?
Motion to approve.
I'm always confused with the motion.
Well, motion to approve, notice of intent.
Motion to approve. Thank you very much. Yeah,
Cherry Street, map 52, lot 10.
excellent. A second.
Second.
Thank you. Having a second, we will do a roll call vote. Marilyn,
Aye.
Eileen,
Aye.
Sarah,
Aye.
Harry,
Aye.
and myself, Wendy. Aye. All set, Rebecca.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. You too.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Motion to approve. I'll get it. Okay, next up, we have. Do we do the Conservation Commission business first and then the administrative items?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so Conservation Commission business. Bob, do you want to take it over? Because I'm not,
Yeah, so I think there are representatives here of the Lake Nippanicket Action Focus Team. You have, we'll give you 15 minutes to give your presentation. I did send your proposal to the members of the commission, so whether it's Pat, Melissa, or someone else, or all of you want to speak, just not all at once, you can unmute yourself and just identify yourself, name and address, and take the floor.
Hello, I am Pat Neary of Lakeside Drive and a member of the Lake Nip Action Focus Team. Thank you for allowing us to speak this evening. Some of our neighboring towns that are in the ACEC area of critical environmental concern have updated their WPA, Wetland Protection Act. We hope that our town will do the same. The bottom line is we must take better care of the earth, and Melissa Raymondetta will be presenting for us tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening. My name is Melissa Raymondetta, and I'm the coordinator for LNAFT, and pleasure to see you all. I met some of you on a site walk a couple of years ago, so nice to see you again. On behalf of LNAFT, we'd like to thank the Office of Community Economic Development and the volunteer members of the Bridgewater Conservation Commission for their efforts to protect, promote, and enhance the quantity and quality of the natural resources within Bridgewater. LNAFT's a team of concerned residents advocating for environmental protection of Lake Nippenicket, an integral part of the Hockomock Swamp and its hydrologic connections, including the town river and surrounding natural resources. The Town of Bridgewater wetland bylaws were passed at Fall Town Meeting on November 13th, 1990, with an update regarding regulations in February 2006. The local wetland bylaws are almost 33 years old, and within that time, Bridgewater has seen a significant growth in development and population, impacting town resources, natural resources, wellhead protection zones, and wildlife habitat. Also, the challenges of climate change have reached a critical point, and smart conservation planning and management is needed to ensure the health and sustainability of our important natural resources. According to Bridgewater's master plan dated 2020, Bridgewater is home to 9 primary lakes and ponds, 13 certified vernal pools with the possibility of up to 300 vernal pools within our town. The town and Matfield rivers that join and form the Taunton River flow all the way to Mount Hope Bay, part of Narragansett Bay, and are fed by Bridgewater's numerous unnamed streams within at least 5 small watersheds. Bridgewater's natural resources are abundant and connect hydrologically to other communities and watersheds. It's crucial to maintain their ecological health. According to Bridgewater's master plan, which refers to the state's most recent report of impaired waters, the Taunton River and Matfield River are currently on the 303D list for multiple pollutants, and Lake Nippenicket has a TMDL completed for mercury and fish. Carver's Pond is listed as a Category 4C related to eutrophication. This highlights the need for more rigorous regulation for use of pollutants and runoff sources for protection of these natural resources. Bridgewater is also rich in history, and many sites are present near water resources. The wetland bylaws should stress the importance of preservation and heightened review of these sites. A significant portion of Bridgewater from the Raynham line to near North Street on the east and Route 104 on the south is designated by the Secretary of Energy and Environmental Affairs as an area of critical environmental concern. ACECs are places in Massachusetts that receive special recognition because of the quality, uniqueness, and significance of their natural resources. Although the Hockomock Swamp ACEC was designated in February 1990, some months before the wetland bylaws were passed, in Bridgewater, this important designation was not recorded within the Bridgewater local town wetland bylaw or noted as to be given any heightened review by the regulations. Also, large and complex developments with the town, of which we're seeing a few right now coming through, many of which require MEPA approval, should have a heightened review with a focus on the larger context of the development and their overall impacts. A proposal to update the Bridgewater Mass Wetland Protection Bylaws was provided to the CED in May with more detailed information and suggestions. We hope that this information is helpful and will move the commission to update Bridgewater's local wetland protection bylaws to reflect current challenges. And I'd like to thank you for your time and consideration this evening.
Thank you, Melissa, for that. There's a lot to take in on this. I had just been able to print it like 2 hours ago and take a look at it. Did anybody else on the commission, were you able to like look at this document that was sent by Bob?
Yes, I
Yes,
read
I
it
did.
last night and again this morning.
Okay,
Yeah, I also read it when he sent it and just printed it now too.
yep. Okay,
Madam Chair, if I could suggest a way forward.
Yeah,
If in
please.
fact the commission is interested in updating the bylaws or revising them, it would be appropriate for you to see if there's two members that want to work with a group from the NIP and any other residents that want to be involved with that. They did share with me what the town of Easton had recently adopted. It's fairly comprehensive. So I don't think we're starting at square one, but
Mhm.
my office would be responsible for drafting any amendments. It would have to then go to the council, then get referred out and then back to the council. But if your pleasure is to look at this, then my office will assist in terms of facilitating meetings and drafting documents.
Okay. Great. You have a copy of the Easton bylaws?
I do, and I can send those, I'll send a link to those to all the
Okay.
members.
All right. I mean, it is something I think that I would be interested in doing over the summer to maybe sit down a couple of times. I don't, if there's other members, we can be in touch and see when we could maybe go up and sit at the town hall and kind of look things over and talk things out and figure out what stays, what goes, what needs to be added to or whatever. I mean, I would be willing to do that. Is anybody else interested or would be able to do it?
I'm already involved in it, being the chair of the Stewardship Council, and I'm a member of the Taunton River Watershed Association, so I'll work on it with you.
Okay.
I'm
gonna
also,
suggest Harry, as I always did in the past, with his Taunton experience and stuff like that. But certainly if you need any further backup, I would be available.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Sarah, I mean, I think I appreciate you wanting to be involved. We just have to be careful that if we're going to have at least 3 members, then we need to post those as an actual meeting because you have a quorum, which is
Right.
fine. I mean, we can do that. I don't want to discourage your participation at all. I want everyone to be aware that if we have
Yeah.
a quorum, we're having a meeting.
yeah, no, I mean that as long as it's fine with everyone else. Just so everything, if we did adopt bylaws, just a logistical question for my learning. So if there was a project that we were in the middle of determining and then the bylaws happened to get approved, does the project kind of get based on the bylaws that were before? I guess is my question.
They are going to be subject to whatever exists at the time the application was filed.
Okay, just wondering. Thank you.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, so I had said 2 originally because of quorum, but if in fact more members want to participate in this, then anytime the group meets, we'll just post it as a meeting.
Okay. Maybe I'll put together some kind of form and send it out to get like kind of narrow it down on time periods and days, whatever. We can work on that and then I'll be in touch with you what seems to be best.
Yeah, and
And it's not going to be a one and done thing. It's going to be
no,
a few
it's gonna
sit
be a few.
downs. So, some people might be on the first one, some people might be on the second, like it might not be all of us together at once.
And I'll
we'll
just
see.
add that if you are going to have a quorum, then it's going to have to be a virtual meeting because we're still under the town manager's edict that we're not having in-person meetings.
Oh, okay.
Because we have to, if it's a meeting, we actually have to, stream it and record
If it's a
it.
couple of people, you can sit, we'd be working
Yep.
on things and trying to
Exactly. If
figure
it's
things
not
out.
an official meeting, we can meet at town hall or anywhere we want.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. And then what about who has who fixes the website? Like, who has access to fix the website?
That would be Josh McGraw in the manager's office.
Okay,
So we can get, those recommendations to him and his responsibility. I mean, he's liaison from the manager's office to boards and commissions.
okay. All right, well, we'll figure out a time, figure out what we want to add, change, whatever, and then we'll get in touch with him. Okay, all right. That sounds good. So, anybody have any other things on that or questions? We can move on.
No,
believe-
thank you guys for your presentation and all the work that you put into that information.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
You can yield your 5 minutes back, Melissa.
You can have it.
Do you guys have anything else
Yielded.
to add before we move on? Do you have anything else that you wanted to add?
Could I just speak a minute? This is Bernice Marcy of Lakeside Drive. I'm part of the LNAP group. And I just want to thank you for being so receptive to this idea. It's time, but I just love the conversation and the communication that we have. So I
Good.
look forward to being part of the group.
Okay,
That's it.
yeah, that would be good to bring in you guys too when we're
Dean,
starting.
did you want to add something?
Who are you asking?
You?
Oh, me, okay. I'm Jean DeBattiste. I'm also a member of LNAF and I live on Lakeside Drive. And I appreciate as well, you're looking at this issue. I do think it's pretty important and I'm glad to hear that you want some participation from our group. And I think we'd be happy to provide it.
Thank you. Janet's iPad has a question. Oh, was that Janet? I missed.
Hi,
Oh,
Hi.
that's Janet.
Janet Hanson, Pleasant Street, Bridgewater. I just want to say that I am in support of updating the wetlands bylaws that we do have. So I'm glad that it's going to be worked on. I don't live on the lake, but I am a longtime resident of Bridgewater. So I just want to let you know that there are other people besides Lakeside Drive people that are concerned. That's all. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Janet.
Thank you.
Super.
Okay,
All right. That's
moving
it.
right along.
Okay, administrative items. We have a certificate of compliance for Lot 3, Firefly Lane, map 49, lot 98 and 99. Applicant representative is Maroney Building and Contracting, Outback Engineering. What are we doing on this? I'm
So
sorry.
just read the DEP file number.
Oh, DEP file number SE 116-1439.
So I believe somebody from Moroni is here. I had a chance to review the engineer's certificate and compare that to the plan, and I'm satisfied that it's appropriate for the certificate of compliance to be issued.
Okay,
Okay.
does the applicant representative want to say anything or?
No, I was just, showing up here on Zoom, so just to
Okay.
make sure everything went well out there.
All right, thank you.
Always best when it's going well to say nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Commission members, anybody have any questions, concerns?
I
Bob,
always leave this in the trusting hands. Oh, sorry. I always leave it in the trusting hands of Bob on these matters, so I'm good.
Bob, was there any specials on that? Or just the regular? Okay.
Yep.
That's all I got.
All right, Sarah, anything?
Nothing. Sounds good to me.
And Eileen?
I'm fine.
Okay, do we have a motion to issue?
Motion to issue certificate of compliance, lot 3, Firefly Lane, map 49, lot 98 and 99.
Thank you. Thank you, and with a roll call vote, Marilyn,
Aye.
Eileen,
Aye.
Sarah,
Aye.
Harry,
Aye.
myself, Wendy, I should have put the two of them together. wasn't
No,
thinking.
it's better that they're separate, but I don't think you had a second on Maryland's.
No, I
motion.
did,
You
Eileen.
did? Okay.
I
Yeah.
did.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah, and
second.
it's just cleaner if you do them separately. So what I said about the first one, I'll say same for the second one.
Okay. So does anyone have any questions? If there are no questions for the second certificate of compliance for, oh, I didn't even read it, did I? Lot 4, Firefly Lane, map 49, lot 98 and 99, applicant representative, Maroni Building and Contracting, Outback Engineering, DEP file number SE 116-1440. And it is the same as the other. Things are according to what they should be. Do we have a motion to issue?
Motion to issue certificate of compliance on lot 4, Firefly Lane, map 49, lot 98 and 99.
Second, Harry.
Thank you, Harry. Having a second, we'll do a roll call vote. Marilyn?
Oops, unmute. Aye.
Harry,
Aye.
Eileen,
Aye.
Sarah,
Aye.
and myself, Wendy, aye. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You are all set. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Madam
Last
Chair,
up-
before you adjourn, can I just
oh, name
poll
for
the
the
crowd?
record?
Well, no, I just want to know if through the summer people have vacation dates that they know they're not going to make meetings, just so I can make sure we always have a quorum.
What's a vacation?
Well, I don't know, Harry. I didn't get one either, but I mean, some people are fortunate.
At
Oh, the
this
last
point,
week of
I am
July.
not fortunate.
Oh, are we, the month of July, what is it, the third week?
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't-
First day? Yeah. So, fourth week, we want.
what is July? I'm not here at the next meeting.
Yeah.
I'm in Florida on the 22nd.
Is Harry on so he can run it, or?
I'll run it.
Perfect.
So July is the 13th and the 27th. Is that what we just said?
Yes.
Anybody? I'm just,
27th, I won't be here.
27th,
27th,
you
I will.
won't? And I just want to look at August real quick. That's the 10th.
We got July, I'm sorry, I
That
dropped.
was
July.
July.
All right, so July 27th, I'm also away for that week in Maine.
Okay, yeah.
So
I
that's,
put it down for the 27th of July.
yeah, I'm away July 27th. That would be, yeah, the fourth one in July.
Okay. Are you here for the next June meeting? It's the 22nd?
Fine.
Okay. And then in August, it's the 10th and the 24th.
No conflicts as noted at the moment.
Yeah, and if something changes, just send me an email. I mean,
Yep.
I'm just trying to get a sense, just like, so now the 27th of July, Sarah and Eileen and Harry are under pressure that they have to be there.
Okay, sounds good. So with that. out of the way-
The third,
Yes? Harry, what'd you say?
July 13th, I have a Taunton River meeting in Dayton.
Okay,
Okay.
duly noted.
And with that being said, last up is adjournment. Do we have a motion?
Motion, did you motion, all right?
Yep.
Okay. Second.
But you're breaking up.
We just have a problem with this service.
I will second. I think Eileen made a motion.
I tried.
It was all broken up. Underwater.
We know what
Oh, the
you
Mark
said.
Arab.
Okay, so we had a motion to adjourn and we had a second, yes?
Yes,
All right. And do we do a roll call vote?
I don't think you need to.
no,
I
I'll
always
Favor,
forget.
aye.
I'm gonna make a note. No roll call vote needed.
And I just want to add, we're keeping our record consistent of having these meetings be less than an hour.
That's great. Yeah,
Nice.
good job.
Go
Bob.
team.
Go
That
team.
was always our goal. Good job, Wendy. Good job.
Yep. Keep it moving.
Hey,
All
good night,
right.
everyone.
All
Sorry,
right,
everyone.
everybody.
Good night,
See
thank
ya.
you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.